Yo, what's good? It's your boy Mixtape Moth, and today I'm gonna hit y'all with a review of the collaborative album between Pearl Gates and Syll, entitled "Play This Too." Let's get to it. Alright, so Pearl Gates and Syll are two New York MCs coming out of Washington Heights. To be exact, this 2020 album was a follow-up to their 2016 project, Play This. Now, I wasn't familiar with either artist's work prior, but I see that Pearl Gates and Syll have been dropping music since the mid-2010s, collaborating with artists like Master Ace, Boldy James, Cool G Rap, and Wordsworth. But getting right into this 2020 project, Play This Too, it contains 11 tracks and lasts a total of approximately 31 minutes. In terms of the guest features, the two bring aboard the following: Blue, Nelson Dialect, BRBN, and David Caesar. The duo described this album as a collective story of our experiences and is meant to take the listener on a journey. But with that being said, let me go ahead and hit y'all with this track by track breakdown. The opener, part 2 intro, is a skit with a dialogue between two men on the block. There's the sound of the hectic New York streets in the background. You can just feel the energy of a New York block, possibly in the summertime. There's a very cinematic tone that is set with this intro, suggesting this project will likely have some street elements to it. Track 2, Big Deals, features David Caesar. This has a bass heavy and plush instrumental with the cowbell effect. It's very chill and smooth, coming across as the New York equivalent to a beat by Carter. The two reflect back to their days of getting it on the Ave and stacking their change up. At the time, they were obviously taken in by the allure of the street life. Syll raps, "This is what Ace felt like when he seen a brick. This is what Mace felt like when he chilled with Big." Track 3, The Offering, has a sparkling boom bap beat. It's very colorful and bright. This has a chillin' in the park, doing graffiti kind of feel. Pearl Gates raps, "I grew up in Uptown, some call it Corrupt Town, land of the re-up where product get cut down, where kids open up shop till the cops come and shut it down." This one has a street theme to it as well. Syll also comes through with some dope lines like, "My understanding of a brick, much further from you, unless you grew up by St. Nick, believing Santa was looking for new recruits, and Rudolph was a snorter, and Slay Brothers for quarters." All in all, I really dig the flavorful production here, and can totally envision Skyzoo spazzing on this beat. Track 4, A Lot of Love, finds the duo talking about bossing up and paying their dues to provide for their family. This is set to a syrupy and sentimental backdrop with strings and horns. At the end of the track, they make an interesting point, and that's not everyone is built to be a hustler. You know, some people just want to pay bills and die. So at the end of the day, you got to ask yourself, which one are you? The album takes on a much darker tone with the cinematic track 9 Rounds. We get an aggressive boom bap beat with some trippy and distorted vocal effects. The little nuances and sample effects definitely keeps things interesting. The content here is very street and gritty, like Holding Text and Rockin' Black Mask. Things do mellow out on the following track, Diamonds in My Mind. Over an atmospheric and guitar strumming beat, the two talk about the haters who plot to steal the diamonds from their minds. There's a dreamlike vibe to the whole track. Right after is the more experimental song Bring That Over, which features BRBN. It's a sexually charged banger that combines elements of trap and R&B. The added vocal distortions do end up giving it somewhat of a psychedelic quality, in a vein almost similar to a cloud rap, but not quite. Content wise, I can't say it's my favorite, but it is a different sonic experience that I could appreciate. Next is Crazy Half, a storytelling track that also deals with relationships. The two do a good job of painting a picture over this melodic boom bap beat. I was getting somewhat of a modern day pro era vibe from the production and the harmonizing. Like, this beat was well suited for, let's say, Joey Badass or Nick Caution. After this is the part 2 skit, which contains a voicemail from someone who sounds like they might be a plug. Now, I'm not exactly sure what this is supposed to represent, but it might be a carryover from their 2016 project that I didn't hear. The second to last track is Kings, featuring the well-respected West Coast spitter Blue. This has an ethereal instrumental with a guitar and flute. It sounds very mystical and far away. In terms of the production, lyrics, and vibe, I feel this track is very standout. The album then wraps up with Motion. It's a very chill record with a polished R&B hook from Pearl Gates. On the second verse, Syll repurposes some lines from Prodigy of Mobb Deep. I wouldn't consider this song to be one of the highlights, but it does tap into this luxurious aesthetic. Overall, I give this project a rating of a strong 3.5 mics. I feel these are two very competent MCs who have great chemistry and show some versatilities with their flows. Even though instrumentally and tempo-wise, this project is a little more laid back, the duo manages to always keep things interesting and never boring. I also like how there was some storytelling and creative ideas thrown around. It's not exactly a concept album, but there are some moments where they do capture that feeling. It's something different that I think will appeal to those who like a nice sonic variety, good flows, and just a creative sound. As I said earlier, the lyrics were mostly good, but clearly the album's strength lies in the production and the vibe-heavy aesthetics that they succeed in tapping into. At the end of the day, this is a fun and enjoyable listen that you could ride out to or bob your head when chilling. My favorite tracks include Big Deals, The Offering, 9 Rounds, Crazy Half, and Kings. Let me know what you thought about this project in the comment section below. It's your boy Mixtape Moth. I'm signing out, but be sure to hit that like button and please subscribe. As always, it's peace and blessings. Pearl Gates Syll, play this 2-1.